Army recruiters. They're pushing high schoolers to be all they can be, but some of their efforts are not making the grade. Recruitment leaders tell Army Secretary Christine Wortmuth that they need to connect one-on-one with high school students to expose them to career possibilities. This as they struggle to meet enlistment goals. Back in September, the Army fell short of its goal to enlist 60,000 soldiers for the 2022 fiscal year. So Wortmuth facilitated a listening tour at schools to speak to young people in ROTC programs. That's the Reserve Officers Training Corps. Let's bring in Katherine Kuzminski, a senior fellow and director of Military Veterans and Society Program for the Center for a New American Security. Good morning, and thank you for joining us.
Good morning.
So I was a high school freshman in 2001, and obviously September 11th happened, but I remember every day there were Army recruiters in the hallways. They would stop you, they would talk to you, and it worked pretty well. What has changed over the last few years to stop that from working so well?
Well, certainly COVID didn't help, where we didn't have students in school and we didn't have Army recruiters in school either. But there has been a shift in the perspectives of what we call influencers, so principals, teachers, school counselors, with respect to the presence of recruiters on high school campuses.
So it's not Instagram influencers, it is the influencers that work in the administration of these high schools. Well, how can the Army do better then? I mean, they were looking for 60,000 last year. They got about 45,000, so they only hit 75% of their recruitment goal. How do you improve that?
I think the return of students back to schools, both in high schools and on college campuses where we see recruiters spending a fair bit of their time as well, really helps. The United States military shifted from our conscripted force to our smaller, professionalized, all-volunteer force about 50 years ago in 1973. And as a result of that, there are fewer and fewer students who have exposure to people with military service in their daily life. They no longer have a parent who served in the military. So the presence of these recruiters is really important to expose students to the possibilities that they have to serve in the military.
This is just my opinion of the conversation we're having right now, but it sounds like you're not too worried. The pandemic caused a shortfall. The pandemic's over, and now you're going to get to work. Am I hearing you right?
Yes, there has been some cultural shift as well. So that's a longer term trend that we are concerned about. But when we look at the things that motivate Generation Z, who are our current high school students, they're really motivated by having a sense of mission and purpose in their work, by being able to have multiple experiences over the course of a career for the same employer if that opportunity is available. And that's something that military service will offer them. The key is getting that exposure to the possibility to them through these recruiters in high schools.
Well, we do hope that those pitches work on these kids, because we need to have a ready U.S. military to defend us in the event that we do go back to war. Katherine Kuzminski, thank you for joining us.
Thank you for watching. Go to newsnationnow.com to find NewsNation on your television provider. And don't forget to click the red subscribe button below to get more of NewsNation's fact-driven, unbiased coverage.